Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel, and I hope you noticed something different because I got a new camera and I'm so excited to film with it. I have already filmed with it. I just want to take it everywhere. I just want to document everything that I'm doing, like the most boring things. I just want to film because it's so fun to just film around and make little videos about it. So I'm just gonna film everything from now and treat my life as something very interesting, because I think it's important that you treat your own life as something interesting. So that's the update. I have a very fun video for you today, and that is a summer knit inspiration. I had some troubles finding inspiration. I don't know, I just feel like you see a lot of the same things, or just like similar or more basic things that I just personally, I think they're super cute, but I just don't want to make myself. Then I thought, I follow like so many good textile people, like knitters, crocheters, people who sew on Instagram. So I just went through my Instagram life, picked out things that I really like as like a good inspiration, because your best inspiration is the people who do the same things as you and the people you interact with and share things with. So I just thought this was going to be a very fun video to show you what I like on Instagram and the people that I follow, and to also show those people to you because I think they make a very nice work. And I just screenshotted everything on my phone, so it's super easy, and I can't wait to show you. Let's start with the first one, and the first one is hosted on Wool and the Gang, so it's not on her original account. I just really like this cardigan. It's super fun with the tiny stripes and then also the tiny little buttons, the different ones, because I have a lot of buttons, like a lot of them, but most of the time those buttons I don't really have multiples of the same. Like I don't have 7 buttons of the same. They're all like different tiny ones, different colors, and I feel like projects like this are really nice to do when you just have a lot of random buttons. And I think the pattern itself is also not so hard to follow because it's basically just up and down and not a lot of decreasing, but it creates such a cute cardigan. Like, I love it. I really want to make this. This is really cute. You can just really choose what kind of color combinations you do. You can make it more like earthy, or you can make it more like colorful. I think you can even do multiple colors if you want to. You don't have to do 2 colors, or you can make it just in 1 color. I feel like that's totally up to you. But I really like the blue on blue tones. Like, I just love to use a darker shade and a lighter shade of the same color. I just think that's super fun, and it's really easy to style as well. But because of the extra buttons, it adds a little bit of an extra pop of color, which I just really like and makes it more unique in my opinion. So this one is definitely one that I would like to make for summer if I want to follow a pattern again. I recently followed a pattern for the first time. It's laying in the back here. It's finally blocking, and I'm very happy that it's finished. And for now, I feel like I just want to create my own stuff again. I thought it was super interesting to follow a pattern for once. It's different. So I will keep this one in mind, but not for now. Next up is a person that I have been following for quite some time, and she makes really nice knit dresses on the knitting machine. And I also knit on my machine. I both hand knit and knit on the machine. And I just think it's super cute with the flowers that she made, because she just knit I think it's like a couple of stitches you knit, and then it creates this kind of tube or I-cord, and then she just folds them into like a little flower, which I think is such a fun detail to do, also with the ruffles and then the color combination. What I also really want to like learn or try out for summer is cap sleeves, because as you can see, this dress has cap sleeves and it's super cute. I don't think it's hard. I just need to research how to do it, because I think it just gives such like a cute little flare onto your sleeves, also especially with like the little ruffles she created on there. I don't know, it's so fun. And then with the green long cords, I don't know, I really like it. I think the first time that I saw this dress was a couple of years ago, maybe like 2021 or something, and ever since I don't know, it's just such a fun dress. I get it why she still makes it until this day, or like this is from August 25. But I think I got it suggested because it was not that low in my likes. I don't know, I really like it. About the bikini, I am never sure what I think of knit bikinis. I just feel like if you go into the water with them, they will just stretch out, and I'm just afraid of losing my bikini. I don't know. Maybe that's just on me. But it's very cute as well. I'm not so fond of the yellow. I don't know, yellow is just not my color, so I just don't really like to wear it. But the idea of a bikini and then the flowers also on the sides, really cute. But I don't know, what do you think of knit bikinis or like bathing pieces? Because I don't know, do you have like certain type of yarns for it? Because I just think it's not the most convenient, unless they're like really tiny. And then it could work. Next up is one that I saw recently, and I recently have been working also a lot with fluffy yarn. So I have been totally loving fluffy yarn. I love everything fluffy yarn right now. I always wondered if I could use the fluffy yarn on my knitting machine because I always knit with it by hand. And then I saw this cardigan, and I'm pretty sure this is made on a knitting machine. And I love the contrast of a normal mohair and then the fluffy one. Also with the bra thing on top creates such a fun detail, and then the buttons. I don't know, I love the contrast. It also reminds me a lot of the Grinch, which is very fun. It's really good for the winter time. I don't know, it's so cute. And then with the ribbing, I definitely want to try out fluffy yarn on my knitting machine. Actually, I have a great idea. I think if I take the fluffy yarn and the normal mohair and I create one of the designs on my machine, but the design itself is fluffy and then the surroundings are mohair, I think that would be super fun. So I definitely want to try that out. And this is just a great inspiration to also make different kinds of yarn together, different kinds of weights, different kinds of thicknesses. I don't know, it's just a great thing that you could also do in summer, because when the main body of the cardigan or the sweater or whatever you're making is a little bit lighter, and then you add something thicker to it, it could create a better contrast and you won't die of heat. Very fun. I really like what they make in general. I think I have another top that they've made in here from them because it's just so cute what they make. I don't know, I love it. I think they're based in Berlin. To talk about the fluffy yarn, obviously I feel like if you are not your biggest supporter, then you're doing something wrong, because I always like my own pictures. I always like my own TikToks. I don't care if I'm not liking them, then what's the point? So obviously I also like my own pictures, and this is one of my recent cardigans, also with the fluffy yarn, and I'm still working on the pattern. I feel like I have been working on this pattern for forever, but you know, it's my first time. I just really want to do it good and not put out an like default pattern or something. So this one, I love it. Here I use like a thick yarn with the fluffy yarn, which makes it very cute. I'm very excited to release this pattern. And now that my finally like the test knit that I'm doing is finally done, I can also finally start hand knitting on my own pattern again and try it out, because I want to make one with stripes, which I think is gonna be very cute. But for me, it's very important to also look at my own stuff as inspiration, because maybe so many years ago I have made something that I don't like anymore, but it could have like a tiny aspect that is really interesting and I can incorporate it in other things. Always look back at your old stuff, and also don't throw away your old works. Next up is a very cute top. It's basically a big olive. I love it so much. She makes really fun stuff. She also knits on the machine, I have noticed, which is also very cool. I think she has a pattern for micro shorts, which I really want to try and make on my machine, but I don't want to like figure out myself how to do it. So it's really nice. I will definitely check that out. But this cardigan is completely hand knit, and the buttons, again, I feel like tiny buttons are such a fun thing to incorporate into your knits or your crochet pieces. You can never go wrong with them. They're so fun. You can use all different kinds, or as she did, you can just use all the same ones. I bet it was a pain in the ass to knit or like to sew all of these on there, but the result is so pretty. And she has a pattern. I think the pattern is already out. Yeah, it's super cute. I also love the color combination. I have never dared to make a raglan cardigan or top myself, only in crochet, never in knit, so that's also something I really want to try out. And I think this top is really cute for summer, but also for winter if you layer it with, for example, like a stripy long sleeves and then this kind of mohair top on top, would be very cute. I really love what she makes. It's really fun. Like she says, it's very cozy and very chic. That's the thing for summer. We have to go for cozy and chic. These shorts are so cute. I absolutely love the color. I think they're amazing. I love them. I want these myself, but I have never knit shorts by hand myself. As I said, I didn't even knit them on the knitting machine before. So I feel like knitting them by hand seems quite challenging because I have one crocheted pair of shorts and they looked cute in picture, but they didn't look like good in real life. Like it was a total scam. And I just really want to try out also a pair of knit shorts. But again, I have like this idea with knit shorts that they will like set out after a certain amount of time of wearing them, that they get too loose and too baggy. I'm just afraid of that. That's probably not even like true that will be. So I absolutely love these. This is a pattern from Le Pull. They're so cute. I also love it with the sandals. I love how she styled them. It's really, really, really fun. Definitely something I want to try out. This piece, I would say, is not really summer related, absolutely not, but I just love the idea of the freehand knitting, the ribbing on the arm, and then the big puff sleeves. I just think it's absolutely amazing. This is so cool. Again, very chic and cool. I don't know, I love it. I just really want to make more puff sleeves for winter more, even though this is a summer inspiration thing. I feel like puff sleeves are so cute, and I just need to figure out a very good way on how to knit puff sleeves on my knitting machine. And once I have the main way of doing it, I feel like I want to incorporate it in so many more pieces because it's just so cool. The ribbing, I don't know, this top is very fun. Again, it has a ton of buttons, so many buttons that you could choose from, also different ones. These projects are just great if you have a lot of spare buttons. And I don't know, it's so pretty, so cool. It's hand knitted, also with hand-spun wool, which makes it even more cool. Like, I love people who can hand spin their wool. Like, it's like such a skill on its own to hand spin your own wool. It's so cool. I wish I could do that. I feel like I just don't need to want to do everything, you know? So I don't need to start spinning my own wool. Next up is a more sporty kind of knit top, which usually isn't for me. I don't know if I would like to wear the hood, because I just don't like to wear a hood, but I think it's very cute. I love the idea of the ribbing, goes up into like a cute little hood, perfect for winter, also for layering, not for summer. But it kind of gives summer. I feel like if you would make this in like a more cotton kind of yarn, it would definitely work for summer, but it's so cute. It's so, so cute. Again, with the raglan, I feel like I just desperately need to know how to do a raglan top, because there's so many cute tops out there that have this technique. I don't think it's hard to do. Nothing is hard to do when you learn how to do it. That's obvious. But I don't know. Yeah, I really like it. I wonder how the hood is like shaped here. I thought it was really cute inspiration. Maybe not something I would necessarily make immediately, but I just think it's a really cool knit piece. I love the idea that she made a sort of kind of hoodie into a knit piece instead of the jersey kind of material. I don't know, it's very fun. It's very unique. She also makes really fun stuff in general, so she has really good patterns. Next up is an accessory, and I love accessories, but to be honest, I never really make a lot of them in summer, because in summer they seem kind of useless. Like, what am I supposed to make in summer as an accessory? I cannot make a scarf, I cannot make a balaclava, I cannot make a beanie, I cannot make mittens. What am I supposed to knit that I want to put on my body as an extra layer of heat? But these kind of socks are really fun. They're cotton socks, which is very breathable, so perfect for summer. And I love the idea of it being crochet, because they seem way more breathable because of the gaps in there than a knit sock. And then just such a simple design. The little house with the green and the blue. It's so easy and so fun in a basic shoe. I absolutely love it. I have never crocheted socks, nor have I ever knit socks, because I'm not starting on knitting a pair of socks. I don't want to do that. That seems horrible. Because with the cardigan in the back, I had to knit. The sleeves are quite narrow, so I had to knit in the round, but only a certain amount of stitches, and I was already like losing my mind. I just don't like it. You know, I don't like to knit tiny things in the round. So for crochet socks, I would like say, yeah, I would do it, but knit socks, no. No, I really like these. Very fun. She makes a lot of accessories, I think. She also has like some beanies and mittens and other kind of stuff. But very, very cute as a little extra detail to your outfits. This top is one of these tops or sweaters that I feel like people knit who are really good at knitting. She's really good at knitting. It's from Mathilde Rang, I think that's how you pronounce it. And she has like a pattern with Wool in the Gang. I absolutely love this top or sweater. It's super, super pretty, but the stitch is so tiny. So I don't even know if I would want to start knitting on it because I hate knitting with anything under 4 millimeters. But it's super, super pretty. It's like these basics. It's like an elevated basic, and the fact that you knit it yourself makes it even more cooler. I don't know, it's so fun. It's really pretty, also just in like a navy blue. Sometimes I need to remind myself to not always want to knit or crochet things in a really bright color, because I don't like, I love to wear color myself, but those kind of pieces I don't really wear myself. And I think if I would knit my pieces in a more neutral color, or like a navy, a brown, a darker, for example the test knit is in a dark purple, I think I will wear these things more. And there's a big difference with me between making things for myself and making things because I'm a textile designer. I don't necessarily like to wear what I make as a textile designer. Does that make sense? I think that makes sense. Okay, anyways, next up is this very cute top. I have a love and hate relationship with mohair tops because I absolutely love them. They're so pretty because they're mohair, but you cannot wear them in the heat. But I cannot wear this in winter because it's too cold or something, even though I could layer something underneath it, but that defeats the purpose of it being a top. But I absolutely love this. It's really cute with the asymmetrical neckline and the tiny stripes, and then the red trim on the side is really, really pretty. Yes, I love it. Very cute. But again, it's mohair and alpaca. So when would I wear this? Like if I would wear something like this right now, I would basically die of heat. And in cotton, it would not give the same vibe, but it's super, super pretty. I love it. I also love it on her. It really suits her. Next up is, I feel like the color of the season is definitely teal, turquoise, whatever. Is it the same color? I don't know. But these ones, this is what I call a very, very fun, but also funny accessory. Like, I don't know, it's just like so cute, but a bit goofy that there's like tiny knit bands around her feet, and then it adds as an extra accessory. It's mini socks. I feel like it's such a thing we don't need, but we do. Yeah, I think it's really cute. I love it. You can add it on so many shoes, like a little band, and you can make it in like different colors or different stripes. I think it's also a fairly easy project to make. And again, it just adds something different and extra to your outfit. I feel like there's a lot of people who love to knit for summer. I just think I'm a big hater for it. Everything that I knit is for winter or fall. But this is a really, really cute little detail, like a little idea. I love it. I also love the shoes. I think they're Mista. They're so pretty. Like I have 3 more inspiration, and the next one is so simple, yet I think it's so cute. It's just a stripy dress, and I think she once told in one of her vlogs that it's basically just up, nothing special about it, just rectangulars sewn together, added to sleeve. But I love it that there's one sleeve who has tiny stripes and then the other ones are big stripes. And again, the tone on tone color is really pretty. I just love this idea of using different shades of one color. And it's so cute. I love it for summer. I think if you make it in like a cotton, it really is fine. It also protects you. I think it's good to go to the beach, like a little throw over, or if you go to the bar. I love it with the boots. I feel like sometimes since I have bought a knitting machine, I think I have had my knitting machine now for 3 years almost. Because I remember when I first started knitting on like a knitting machine, I was so excited and I was so proud of these very basic things that I would make on the knitting machine. And the more I learned how to knit, the more things I could do on my knitting machine. I felt like I always wanted to do more intriguing things. But now that I look back at it, I think it's still nice to just make really simple garments on your knitting machine, just rectangulars, and sew them together. Because if you look at this dress, it's so cute. And I think it's such a nice staple, so easy to make for yourself. If you feel like you want to make something, but you don't really want to put a lot of effort into it, and you just want like an easy piece to knit, because sometimes I just want to knit and I just don't really want to think as much. I think this is great. This is great when you have a knitting machine. I should really go back to my simple garments for myself and see how I can also play with colors instead of shape, or like instead of boats. I think that's like a good inspiration to have. Next up is also something with stripes because I just love stripes, and this is the loopy cardigan that I feel like everybody and their mom have made before, and I have tried to make it before as well, but the crochet version, or like a free-handed version in crochet, and I just didn't really like the colors, so I never really finished the piece, so it's still somewhere in a basket. Now that I know how to knit better, I feel like I am ready to make something like this. And again, it's with the raglan shoulders, but I feel like I can do this. It's such a cute cardigan, and a lot of people have made it before, and it's always so fun, and I love how it's cinched at the waist and then it goes out more poofy. And you could really play with the colors of the stripes, again with this one and the buttons. And the fact that this is a free pattern, I feel like it's so nice. It's also very simple. So definitely a staple that I want to knit for this summer. Or winter, maybe more winter. I feel like I want to add mohair into it, or alpaca. And lastly are these mini shorts with the big buttons. I really want to try to knit shorts either by hand or either on my knitting machine. I'm not sure yet. I will still have to figure that out. But I just love the idea of knit shorts. Although I'm not sure, as I said before, and I don't know how much I would wear them. But I just want to try to make a pair of knit shorts and then also see how I can knit maybe pants or capris on my knitting machine, because if you just make them longer, it's basically a pant. I really want to also figure that out this summer. I feel like I also wanted to do that last summer or this spring. There's so much to knit and there's not enough time to make everything, unfortunately, so I will definitely have to make some choices. I just hope you also got a lot of inspiration of this video. I think it's very important to look at the other people you follow, the people that follow you back on Instagram or on any other social media account. It's really fun to interact with them and to look at their work, because it feels more close and personal. Obviously, don't steal work or anything. Inspiration or patterns is always very fun, and I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you will knit or crochet something very fun for summer. I will see you in my next video. Bye!